Hi, I'm Chef Gilles Marx from AMUZ Gourmet Jakarta, and today we'll be cooking some sautéed king prawn with a sweet pea cappuccino and some sesame prawn crackers. I choose this menu because it's a sort of a spring feel to it. We have some fresh, you can find fresh green peas, of course, if you have some fresh green peas on hand, but a frozen one will do as well. King prawns are easily available in Indonesia. We have a bit of milk foam, so nice and light. So it's actually a nice fresh dish. You can serve as a starter or a main course, and it's very healthy. So I think everybody can enjoy and easy to make at home as well. So we'll start first with the green pea soup. So we need some green peas. So here we have some frozen green pea, some nice frozen green peas, very well adapted for this recipe. I have a little bit of chicken stock, so it's just some clear chicken broth. You just boil some chicken bones or some chicken with a bit of herbs, some onion, some carrots, and you keep the stock. That will be for to make our soup. We have some chopped onions, fine chopped. You can also chop them in the Thermomix if you like. And we have a little bit of butter. Butter you can replace with olive oil as well, and of course some salt and pepper. This is for the green pea soup. After the green pea soup, we'll prepare the prawn sesame tuile or cracker. So there we use some prawn meat. We have some egg white. We have a little bit of butter again. We have some prawn stock or fish stock you can use as well. We have some flour, just regular flour. And we have some sesame seeds. That will be for our prawn cracker. And then to finish, of course, we have some beautiful king prawns. That will be the star of our dish. So try to look for some nice big king prawns. It always looks impressive. Thank you. So I put the prawns back in the chiller, and then we will start cooking the soup. While I'm preparing, you can follow the recipe on the caption. They will say exactly how much of each I'm using. So to make the green pea soup, first you have your chicken stock. So that one we need to heat it up and make it boiling. So you just put it in a pot. And get it to boil. Why we boil the chicken stock first? Because we want to keep the colors of the green pea very nice and green. So we need it to go hot inside and cook very fast, and then we chill it very fast, so we have a very beautiful green soup. Then we have our chopped onion and butter. So butter goes in the Thermomix. Then we set the Thermomix at 120 degrees. And for 4 minutes. And then we just speed 1, because we just want to sear the onions, no color. And so just a slow speed. So we'll wait until it gets a little bit hot, and then we will add in the onions. So while this is heating, you need to prepare a cold water bath, an ice bath, because when the green pea soup, the green peas are cooked, we need to cool them right away in a cold water bath. So just some ice water and a container where we can pour the soup in right away when it's hot. So you can see it's heating slowly. We are at 85 degrees. So we can already start adding our chopped onions. And we can already hear it sizzling. So this first process will take about 4 minutes. I'm cooking this with the Thermomix because actually the Thermomix can do every step of this recipe. So all what you need is basically a Thermomix. You can sear my onion, then you can cook the soup. We just need to cool it down after, and then we can blend it in here. After this, we can cook even the prawn in the Thermomix, and we can make the milk foam in the Thermomix. So everything in one very effective machine. So actually, I boiled the chicken stock on the side. You could actually boil it in here also, but since we want to put the green pea and put the stock already hot, it's easier to actually heat it on the side. But actually, you could heat it in here also. But for me, the process is faster. As a chef, we always want to go fast. Of course, if you have 2 Thermomix, then life is easy. You know, you have your stock heating in one, your onion searing in the other one, and you can just juggle around, and you will gain half the time. You will do everything twice as fast. So my onions are already seared. You can see that there's no color. My blade already stopped. So I will open the lid. Nice and smoky. So now my green peas go in. My boiling chicken stock also. And then I go for 10 minutes. At 120. Just at the slow. Just slowly mixing. We don't want to blend it now, we just want to cook the green pea first. And after this, when the green pea cooked directly in ice water, we let it cool, and then we will blend it. The important thing is to cool it quickly to remain and to keep a nice green color. So at that stage, you can add a little bit salt and pepper already, so that it's up to your taste, but you have to be careful. Sometimes the chicken stock can be already a bit salty, so don't put too much at this stage. Later we're gonna taste it, and we're gonna rectify the seasoning later. Okay, so we're almost done, 10 seconds left. So my green peas are already boiling, and we'll check, just double check, make sure they are soft, and if they are soft, we pour them right away into the ice water bath. Already nice and soft. So straight away into my ice water bath. If you blend while it's hot, then longer it stays hot, then more you lose on color. So if you blend, it will take another 3-4 minutes to blend, so your color will already less green, less bright. So better cool first and blend after. So after you can blend, when it's cold, you can blend as long as you want. The color doesn't change anymore. But when it's hot, the color will change. So from green, yellowish, brownish, and and then you don't want to see it anymore. Okay, so now my green peas are already cold. So we'll pour them back in the Thermomix with the chicken stock. So now we will blend them at the speed 7 for 3 minutes. Three minutes. So we increase slowly the speed until 7. Okay. There you can see a nice green color. Just double check. Very nice. So now we go to our mesh strainer, our fine mesh strainer. So we finish straining the soup. This is basically all the skins from the green pea, so that you cannot eat because they're very tough and dry. So now you can see we have a nice thick and a nice color, green color soup. That's our base. So we keep this aside now until later, and we will start making our prawn tuile now. For your prawn tuile, we start with the prawn. So here I use king prawn, but you can also use regular prawns. And you have your butter. Egg white. We have our prawn stock. And the flour. A little bit salt and pepper. So then we put this in a blender and we will blend it for about from 1 to 5 for 1.5 minutes. So we start slow. And increase slowly until 5. And it should be ready. So this will pass through a sieve then to get rid of any small bits that are still there, especially that we will use a silicone mold to shape the tuiles. So we need something quite fine. So then we use this prawn farce and we will spread it on our silicone mold. If you don't have a silicone mold, you can also use just a Tefal pan and just spread it equally and bake it like that. It will work as well. But for us, this will look a little bit nicer. So this we bake then in the oven at 140 degrees. You can put a little bit sesame seeds on it. Black or white ones, whatever you have. And in the oven. Takes only about 2-3 minutes. Then we will take them off from the mold and then bake them again until crispy. Dough is still soft, and that's the only way we can take them out. So we just take them out from the mold like that. And we put them on the tray. And then we put them back in the oven for another 2 minutes to get them nice and crispy. So now my tuiles are cooked, my prawn tuiles, my prawn cracker, my pupuk udang pancis. So now you can see they're nice and crispy, very fine. So we just pick them up and put them on a tray until later. Here we go. So now I can show you how to cook a king prawn in the Thermomix. It's all possible with Thermomix. Everything is possible. So we put a little bit salt and pepper on the prawns first. Both sides. A little bit olive oil. My prawns are very big, so we'll start with 5 minutes. Mm. 5 minutes. We go until varoma here. We go on reverse so we don't cut the prawns. I will just preheat a little bit. Get the prawn, the bottom a bit hot, so my prawns are searing nicely directly. So as soon as I get to maximum temperature, I can put my prawns inside. And I can already hear sizzling. So now we need to wait 5 minutes, and then we will make the milk foam. And while we're making the milk foam, I will make my green pea soup hot again. Okay, now my first 5 minutes is over, and since you have only a little bit olive oil because we're cooking healthy, and the prawns are quite big, so we turn the prawns around one time. Put them to the other side. And then we go for another 5 minutes. So now my prawns are cooked. Just put them on a tray something, and then we kind of keep them in a hot place. So my prawns are nice and whole, not broken at all. So you see, you can even cooked prawns in your Thermomix. Okay, so now we make our milk foam. So the milk just goes in the bowl. Close. Just put 2 minutes. Actually, the time is not that important, but heat we do 60 degrees. And then we just start on slow speed until we get to 60 degrees, and then we put it at a strong blend to make the foam. So while that's happening, I'm put my green pea soup to heat, my prawns a little bit in the oven just to make them warm, and then we'll be ready to for plating. So as soon as we get to 60 degrees, we give it a bit of a speed up. Nice foam. So now we just cut a little bit of the bottom from the prawn so they can stand nice and straight in the plate. Voilà, like this. Now we get all our hot items. We have our hot soup. We have the milk foam ready. My prawns are ready, my tuiles are ready, and then we start the plating. Use a warm plate. So we put in the soup first. Then the prawns. Then my milk foam. We use a little bit of paprika or cayenne pepper if you like it a bit spicy, just a bit on the plate. Just a little bit on the milk foam. The tuile, to keep them nice and crispy, we just put them on the plate. So if you put them in the soup, they will get all soft and mushy. Then we have a little bit of edible flowers, color touch, some purple basil, and here we go. Here is our green pea cappuccino with seared king prawns and prawn crackers, prawn sesame crackers. Bon appétit.